Beauties, hypo. So yesterday I went to my final doctor's appointment for my hysterectomy that I had, and I was released to go back to work, and my recovery time was 8 weeks. So I was out the full 8 weeks, and that's just because the doctor wanted to make sure, since I'm on my feet all day at work, that I'm okay, and I was cool with that. So let's sum up everything. What actually did I go through with this surgery? I went back and forth with having the surgery, first of all, and I've known I've had to have a hysterectomy for, I want to say maybe 6-7 years. And I just kept putting it off. My symptoms were heavy bleeding. I had 2 fibroids, and what eventually pushed me over to have the surgery was the fact that I had to have a blood transfusion. That made me really, really nervous. And then with him saying if I didn't have the hysterectomy, that I would have to maybe incur another blood transfusion. Now, even though there are steps that they use to make sure that the blood is good and clean, you still run a risk of danger. I mean, just, it's a reality. So I didn't want to take that chance. So I opted to go ahead and have the surgery. I'm not able to have any more children anyway. My tubes were tied after my 3rd baby, so I was done having kids. But I did have the option, if I wanted to have in vitro fertilization, I could do that. So that was all taken away when I had the hysterectomy. I did not have a total hysterectomy. They removed my uterus and my cervix, so I still have my ovaries and my fallopian tubes. The first week, you have to take it easy. There's no way around it. Anyway, your body's not going to want you to do anything strenuous anyway. So if you are listening to your body without having surgeries, you just listen to your body on a daily basis, you'll be able to move with the progress that your body is going to take you through anyway, naturally. So I am that type of individual. If I'm seeing myself and I'm getting too tired, I rest. I listen to my body. So that was a good thing. Week 2, and actually every day, you will feel and you'll be able to see visually the healing process. Again, you don't want to push it. You don't want to do too much. Follow the doctor's orders and you'll be good to go. So the 2nd week, you're able to do more and more and more for yourself. 3rd week and the 4th week as well. I want to say maybe the end of the 4th week going into the 5th week, I was beginning to do light exercise, light housework, such as, washing clothes, mopping the floor. I did not push the vacuum cleaner at all until my 6th week. As far as the pain itself, that starts to subside after, I say maybe your 2nd week, like a week and a half. The pain will start to subside, where you won't need to take any more pain relievers. Let's see what else. The most, I don't even know how to describe this, but the most aggravating part of it all was there's a stench when you have a discharge after having the surgery, I experienced a stench coming from her, and it drove me nuts because as soon as I smell something, I'm off and running to the doctor, because I'm like, I don't deal with that. So the last time I had a yeast infection was years ago, okay, and so to have that was kind of alarming for me. So called, everything is normal. So just had to get past that. That subsided because that didn't even start until my second week. And it's I'm trying to see if I can describe it. It's like a pinkish color liquid. It's not thick, it's none of that. So it almost looks like a light period, like you're just starting your menstruation. It's like that. So it would start and then go away, start and then go away. So from week 2 to I say week 4, I wore panty liners, and I changed those every 30 minutes or so because I couldn't take the stench of this. I just couldn't take that. So I would change it every 30 minutes. I stayed in the bathroom washing up and everything. So the showering, I did that, with your back to the water. I did that until for third week. I did that until my third week. I want to almost say my fourth week. Yeah, it was up to my fourth week because I wanted to make sure everything was good. So I did that then. Stairs, walked down the stairs backwards, came up the stairs backwards, and I did that all the way up until my fourth week also. 4.5 weeks. So okay, I think that's basically it. Now on this last visit yesterday when I went in, all my restrictions were lifted, and of course you guys know my 6th week I was able to make love if that was something that I chose to do. I have not engaged in that yet because I just wanted to make sure, and he wanted to make sure everything was okay before we did any of that. So yesterday all restrictions were lifted. I'm able to go back to work. The only thing that I have to do now is I have to incorporate incision exercises. That's just the name that I put on it. But and I'll show you the reason why. Now if you guys remember the scar that I had before from my C-section, that sucker was this wide, and I'll see if I can go back to that video and insert a picture in so you guys can see the difference side by side. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the incision now, and I'm going to show you the exercises that I have to do to stretch the incision. So here we go. If you squirmous, you might want to go ahead and exit out the video right now. So let's see if I can bring this down some so you can see. Okay, I think you guys can see. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to go too far down. Alright, we'll go right there. Alright, so the incision stops here. It stops right there. And it's all the way here. Okay, this part right here is still a little bit tender, so I asked him about that, and what he said is I have to stretch it. So I have to actually pull here and just pull it, and then eventually this indentation will go away. Let's see if we can tell right there. It goes in just a little bit, and it actually was deeper, but yesterday I really started stretching it after he showed me what to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys back up. Okay, so the other exercise I have to do is I have to stretch. So standing up, I have to just stretch all the way back as far as I can, and then I have to do these things here. So all of that is supposed to help with that tender spot right there. But as you can see, he did a magnificent job on that incision. So to sum everything up, ladies, especially you guys, if at all possible, if you can get around having a hysterectomy, do that. Educate yourself, find out what other options there are, such as maybe if you can have the fibroids removed laparoscopically. Pardon me if I said that wrong, but blah, blah. Anyway, see if that's an option for you. My case, my uterus was dropping, so since I'm not having any more children, they are able to push the uterus back up in place, but they only do that procedure if you're going to have more children. So that wasn't an option for me. So that also entailed me going forth with the surgery. But by all means, if you can get another route to having a hysterectomy, please do that. Do I regret it? No, I do not. I had to have it. That's the thing, is I only do things if I have to do it. If there's no other way around it, I do it. I mean, it's my health. So the plus, I won't have any more cycles. I have not started my premenopausal type stuff yet. Although sometimes I do feel like I'm having a hot flash sometimes, because I'll just start sweating or whatever. But I guess I'll know, most of the ladies I talk to, they're like, oh, you'll know if you're having hot flashes or not. So haven't experienced that. There was something else I wanted to say. And I don't actually remember what it was, and it was important. I hate that. But anyway, if you have any questions, hit me down below in the comment section, or you can send me a private message. That's fine, because this is kind of touchy subject, so everybody doesn't want to really talk about this. But I mean, it was just something I had to do for health's sake. So I don't feel less of a woman. I still feel sexy. I still get the urge to engage in making love. I mean, all of that came back to me, I'd say maybe my 2.5 week or so, going into my 3rd week. So, it was feeling things, with her. So none of that was affected, anything like that. Now, as far as the placement of the scar, and what they do now is they try not to have to go cutting. they try to do the laparoscopic procedure. They like to do that, but in my instance, since I had a C-section already, there was scar tissue there that was preventing him